Hey guys, Laser here. I want to, since the newest update just wrecked all of my settings, I decided to go through and just tell people what my settings are for this game. So, where's my mouse? There it is. So, I have everything on Ultra because my computer can handle it, but if you have Potato, the one thing that I say you can't leave on low is effects and detail. And that's because ships like the Black Widow, which has rockets, the only way you can actually see them is if they're on medium or higher. It will not animate rockets when your settings are at low. So I recommend that you keep effects and detail quality on medium at the minimum. And audio options, I turn the music off, which I haven't done yet. So, because I like playing my own music. For controls, I'm left-handed, so I have really freaky controls. It's mostly just a mirror image of what you'd see in default, with a couple exceptions, not much. So I'm not going to go through that too much. Over here is mouth smoothing strength. If you turn this down as low as you can, it will make your aim significantly better. And for some reason, it won't let you turn it down to 0, so just get as low as you can. Otherwise, you'll have to go into the settings or into your local files and actually modify it. For HUD, the default HUD for Fractured is atrociously bad. So what I usually do is show missile, show distance. I've memorized all of the ships already, so I don't have that listed, but you can do both or just ship name if you don't care about player name. But I care about player name more about the ship name. Show abilities on target. That shows your own abilities, not theirs. So I keep that hidden because it's just clutter. Show borders on targets. Just, I don't know how important that is to people, but it's there. Shows ship rules for people who are newer to the game and not necessarily familiar with every ship yet. It's a little useful. Ship levels, yes, always. Because you want to know if you have a level advantage on the person you're fighting. Show effects. This is off by default for some reason. I always put it above because it keeps your, all of your HUD stuff in a neat stack right above your target. So untargeted ships, you want to be able to see it. You want to see how far away they are. You want to know what ship that is. Again, I don't show the ship roles. You want to see the ship levels. That's not as important for the ship you're targeting, but it's definitely something you want. Show effects, you'd want that. Health and energy on targeted ships, yes, definitely. You don't want to be... This will help you decide if you should switch targets. Because if you have a enemy ship that's on lower health than who you're shooting at, you should probably switch. It'll limit the amount of tunnel visioning you get. We're all imperfect, right? We sometimes like to tunnel vision on people. Show badges, I think that's just too much clutter. Frigate health, I think that's too much clutter. So here, you want it, you don't want it low because you want the untargeted ships to still be visible, so I keep that at 100. Although I want the ship I'm targeting to stand out a little bit, so I have the scale of untargeted ships at 75%. Show jump messages, yes, you definitely want that. Server messages color, that's up to you. I turned down my text size a little bit because I have a giant ass monitor. Miscellaneous, numerical ping. Oh, I forgot this. Whatever. I'll keep that the way it is. My cat's trying to rub up against the mic. I'm sorry. For targeting, auto target, up to you. I have it turned up so that it doesn't accidentally retarget for me while I'm trying to get someone who's trying to, use a gladiator as cover or something like that. Widgets, I haven't really paid attention to this. I don't know what this is about. Oh shit. Right. So ally status, I'd turn that on because that shows your allies' health status on the left side, including including the effects that are on them, and I think that's really important. Targeting arrows, that's nice. So if you're fighting a hunter or some other blinking ship, and they blink, there will be a little arrow for a second that shows which direction they blinked in relative to you. Directional damage indicator, so what direction you're taking damage from. I always have that enabled. Armor widget, keep that on. Fade edges of screen, that's really annoying, so I turn that off. Radial chat, I don't use it. Show pings from AI captains, they spam the map, so no. And 3v3 game mode, sure, enabled, I guess. It doesn't do anything, but it exists. So that's the settings I use, and I hope this helped people. Oh, I didn't realize that, but yeah. So that's the settings I use, and thank you guys, and see you guys in the battlefield.